everyone? What is up? What is going on? How you doing? How's it hanging? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I had 2 hump day shirts, fun fact, growing up, and I wore them in middle school. I would wear them, I don't know exactly what year that was a whole thing, but that's definitely, it's a true statement. I got 2 of them for Christmas. I think they were the kind that they were just so, I don't know, easily handmade, you know. It was like the kind that like you see at the beach whenever you're like walking on the boardwalk, you know, and you see that place with like t-shirts. That's what it was. But how's everyone doing? Hello, 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 hello. Yesterday was my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to me. We went out for her birthday. She worked on her birthday, unfortunately, but you know what? So I'm sure she had an amazing day. And then whenever she came home, I went and I picked her up from her work, and then I had to stop and get some groceries because I am so bad at grocery shopping. I am literally the type of person that whenever I'm out of something, I will buy it right then and there. I will go, or not right then and there, but I don't ever look and think, oh, will I need some of this in the future? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. With the chicken that I eat every day for lunch, I'll buy big bags of that, like multiple bags, but whenever it comes time that I'm on the last bag or whatever, because I go through the bags pretty fast. I eat 4 pieces a day, okay? I'm a growing girl, okay? And I don't know, I just go through it a lot. And you would think that I would go shopping frequently enough to fulfill me needing to eat. No, I don't. I just don't do that. So I went and I actually didn't get chicken yesterday. And now I have 2 pieces left for tomorrow, which is not suffice. That does not fill me properly as most the time 4 fingers does. So we love to see it, I guess. I'm a little afraid that these balloons are going to get caught up in the fan here, but we're just going to ignore that. That happened on my birthday. If you guys saw today's vlog was how I almost said my 14th birthday. I don't know why I was thinking 14. How my 21st birthday went, I vlogged the whole day. I wasn't vlogging, every single second and everything, but, I filmed what was going on, and I thought it was a fun little vlog. And I honestly didn't even think I would have enough footage, but I had a lot of stuff. And mostly because, like I said, it was truly just a really good birthday, and, I think it was one of the best birthdays I had. But, yeah, that was today's vlog. I just realized that the music was still a little bit quiet. Sorry. I, for some reason, thought that, I don't know. I just thought, I don't have headphones in, I can't hear it. I don't know what I was thinking. Because usually, I think most times, I think I have it playing, I don't know how I don't know, whatever. Just whatever. I'm just ignoring the issue now. There's no issue. But, yeah, so I got my balloon stuck in my fan, and I seriously almost started sobbing, and I did not know what to do, and I was I was literally sitting there thinking. I was standing up on my bed, and it was just so exhausting. Whenever stuff like that happens, it's like your arms hurt, and it's like, dude, I just want to go to bed. Most of it happened so late at night. It was literally like 12:30. Everyone was asleep, and I literally so badly just wanted to, I just needed help. It wasn't like I needed someone to do it for me, but I was like, I don't know where I'm going wrong, because there was a point where I got 2 out, and the other 3 were not budging. They just were not moving, and it was really difficult because it had been twisted around so much. But I sat down, and I don't know what happened while I sat down. I don't know what struck me to stand up. I got one undone, and I was like, okay. Got the other one undone, and I'm like, okay, damn. So this one just unwrapped here, and damn, done. I did it literally in 5 minutes. I seriously was struggling after getting the 2 out it had to have been at least 10 minutes. And oh my gosh. I just don't know how that happens to me. I turned on the fan because whenever I go to sleep, I need the fan on super high. I need it on the highest setting. And I don't know why, because I wake up. Yeah, I really don't know why. I really don't know why. I must get super hot in my sleep, which is weird because you know how I used to flex and be like, I used to sleep with 6 blankets. I stopped that because I was like, okay, maybe that's the problem. But I still wake up with I still wake up feeling normal temperature until I step out of my bed, and then I'm like, holy shit, it's freezing here. So I truly don't understand. I know that your body heats up whenever you sleep, but I don't understand how I get that warm. I don't know, but I need the fan on full blast. But the thing is, I literally can't. 90% of the time, if my fan is on full blast or on the second highest setting, I cannot stand around my room and be walking around. So whenever I was about to go take a shower, I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn the fan on so I don't dilly-dally, just sit there on the edge of my bed scrolling. Like, I literally forced myself to get under the covers. Turned on the fan, walked out. I heard that noise, and I seriously thought there had been a rat in the room or something. And I just wish there was some sort of camera on me, you know what I mean? Like in those reality shows, whenever they have like the cameras propped up in every hallway. I wish there was a camera on me because I literally like panicked. And the look on my face, I just felt myself feel so scared whenever I looked up and saw the balloons. Like me just like looking in to see what it was, seeing it was a balloons, and I was like, and I was afraid something was gonna happen. I don't know, like even if one of them were to pop, it's like okay, it just popped, whatever. But the noise it would make and how loud it would be at that hour, I was like, oh my god, someone's gonna wake up. So like, there was a lot of things on the line there, and I did not feel like getting yelled at. I did not, and for something that I was not purposefully trying to do either. I was not purposefully turning that on and thinking, okay, send the balloons away, because the thing that annoys me the most is that they were in the hallway. And I think they were meant to be like a surprise, but they were in the hallway, and I brought them in to film the TikToks with them and all that stuff, and then I just left them in there and then turned my fan on. I don't really know. And it's so weird because I vividly remember thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to what's it called? Leave these in my room. They're in my room now. I was thinking like, oh, they're in my room now. Have fun. Cute. No, that was not the case. They almost exploded everywhere, and I think I would have stopped. And also, another thing I've been thinking about is how the heck does the helium escape from the balloon? And I know that's probably an 8th grade science question. I feel like I learned that at some point already. Or someone's probably watching, and it's in 8th grade science, and it's like, girl, we just learned that. Like, I understand, but I don't. I don't understand how is the balloon deflating, and it makes me a little sad. Because soon I need to pop them and get the helium out of them. But there's just so many balloons, but I also just love them. I might go to the store and buy another set of 21 balloons, because I'm still not, it's my birthday month. I think that's pretty valid. My mom and I were trying to scout out birthday rewards because her birthday was yesterday, which I don't know why, because she was looking some up after my birthday so she could get them for hers, and we still couldn't really find any, mostly because most of them you have to have points on there already, because we found out that Chick-fil-A's is set up so however much money you buy, or however much money this is what we're assuming, we didn't fact check this, however much money you spend on there, or whatever you frequently order, however, if you order there frequently, you will get your order for free. Like, you'll get something from your order for free. So my options were a chicken sandwich, 8-count nuggets, or 12-count nuggets, and I was like, that's a really weird 3 set of options. I was like, maybe those are what people usually order. I don't really know, but I was like, that's kind of weird that it's 8 or 12 count. Like, they usually just are like, okay, 1 count. And then my mom and I realized that's what we usually order. I usually get 12 count nuggets and then crispy chicken sandwich, and then she gets 8 nuggets. So I realized that. And then, because whenever she tried to get her birthday one yesterday. Like, she just logged on to see it. and it was, what was it? A brownie or a cookie from there. And she's like, what the heck? And I said, it's probably because that's probably the minimum amount, and then the more money you spend. So her and I are planning next year. We downloaded all these apps, all these food apps that, you know, will provide you with the birthday hookup. And whenever we order from there, we're ordering through the app. So then next year for our birthdays, we're getting all of our freebies. Because my mom was saying, like, oh, that is something you should have looked up before, and, like, all your freebies. She was like, next year you got to do that for your, it's funny because, like, I don't know, whenever she, like, gives me video ideas, it's, like, cute. She's like, you should do this for a video. And I'm like, I know. Aw, thanks, Mom. She's like, you should do that for a video. And I was like, yeah, I was thinking about it for this year, but we were already just doing so much. And a lot of the freebies, or some of them, you have to do it on your birthday, which is kind of frustrating because it's sort of just like, you really expect me to be on, like, like, that's the only chance you're giving me. You know, maybe not even, like, that week. You know, maybe do day before, day after, or, like, 2 days after your birthday, or something like that, you know? Because I know even Chick-fil-A's, there's just a whole month. And I use mine the day after. Like, they don't give me a chance to log on and see it. I don't know. But I think a lot of them, I don't know, because we checked the McDonald's one, and it was also that. It's also like pastries, whatever. My choice of a bakery item, I think it said. Oh no, that's Panera that said that. But we're thinking that if you, yeah, I was literally like we downloaded. Well, I've had some of these, but we were just like checking them. We haven't been on these apps forever. But like Panera, Chipotle. Chipotle didn't give me anything. I was surprised by that. I like ordered through the app a lot this year. I almost said Arby's. I was thinking of Red, and that's Chick-fil-A. Starbucks, which my Starbucks didn't show up this year, which I was a little confused by. Don't understand that. I know that there's a Krispy Kreme one, but we don't know, or I haven't seen a Krispy Kreme anywhere near me. There's probably one. There probably is one, but I just haven't thought about it. I don't know. I haven't bothered looking it up. What else did we download? Hold on. Let me look under my food. Oh, Dairy Queen, Wendy's, Wingstop doesn't do anything, Zaxby's, BurgerFi. Wawa does stuff, but Wawa doesn't give me, like, all the options are stuff I don't use. Sheets, I haven't been on it forever, and I also don't need that. Dunkin', haven't been on that in forever, which I should re-download and just see what's up. Popeyes didn't give me anything, because I've been active on, but I don't think I've ordered off the app, but they still didn't be like, hey, here's one little reward. Oh shit, I might not have an account at Dunkin'. Because it doesn't even have me signed in, so I'm thinking I might not have even an account. I might have done a guest order. Which is weird, like, why are you going to download the app and not, but I don't get stuff from Dunkin' enough to be like, oh, yes, let me get those points. I hate whenever, I literally did what I was about to say, I hate what it does. I hate whenever it loads and it gives you hope that it's signing in. And then it's like, error. Be so for real right now. Also, I finished The Circle today. The Circle finale came out, and I was so excited about it. Nope, I guess I don't have a Dunkin's account. I wish it would just say it would be like there's no email. Sometimes it just doesn't do that, you know? It just keeps saying, try again. But the real answer is, hey, you have no account. This email is not registered with us, you know? They don't ever tell you that. So, anyways, we try to get our freebies. Well, yeah, the only one I got started. I'm closing all my apps now. All the apps are open, all the food ones I just mentioned. Those are every single app that I had open. There's a bunch of food apps because I was looking, I don't know, and you just gotta take your freebies, you know? We used the Zaxby's app for the first time because we were thinking, and also that's something I think I make up in my head, is that a lot of these places are going to give you like a whole free meal. Like I know Red Robin does free burger if it's your birthday. So I don't know what that situation is, but maybe I should download that app. Let's download that app. I am fucked in the head. I just think it's fun. I go to these places a lot that oh, there's a Crumble too. I'm gonna look up if there's a Crumble rewards. Red Robin, yum. Olive Garden. I think some of these places though, I hate whenever some of them are like, oh, just tell them it's your birthday. Like, tell us it's your birthday. And I don't like that because that's super awkward. You know what I'm saying? Being like, hey, it's my birthday. And then if they don't do anything, Crumble cookies, birthday rewards. Let's see. Freshly baked. Enjoy a free cookie on your birthday every year. To sign up, simply visit our Crumble account online. So if I literally would have downloaded the app, I would have been able to get one on my birthday. A free cookie. Do I make my birthday in July on the app? Do I lie? Hey Decepticon, hello, 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 hello. Sometimes I get afraid though because they are starting to get a little bit close. Sometimes I get afraid because if I put in my birthday now, sometimes they're like, it picks up. If I put in my birthday, like, they're getting too close to the van. My balloons, I'm so sorry, I'm panicking about them. Wait, let me move them this way. They're tied to my piano. Whoa. I think that's better. I don't know. What was I saying? If I put my birthday in as a normal, it will usually be like, oh, we are detecting your birthday was 2 weeks ago, so here is our rewards. But this is not looking like, I was about to say, it does not seem like it's going to, but it is signing me up. Hello? Oh my god, I think I might have, I don't know. Optional, shit. Oh, you can't place it. Oh wait. My birthday is January 2002 on Wednesday the 9th. Okay. What if it detects it was my birthday? Guys, manifest it detects it was my birthday. I'm trying to get birthday rewards, Decepticon. My name is good though. I just edited next week's video and then I took a nap. I took a 30-ish minute nap. And I woke up so drowsy. I cannot take naps anything longer than 30 minutes. So I woke up, edited the rest of the vlog. I'm about halfway done editing that, so that's fun. Now I'm like over halfway. I have like a quarter of it left. So that'll be fun. I'll get that done tomorrow. And then I went to Wendy's with my mom. We went and got some dinner there. I got 10 nuggets. I ate 10 nuggets and a crispy chicken or a grilled chicken sandwich and fries. I ate a lot. Damn, I didn't realize I had 10 nuggets. Holy shit. Had to work. What time is it? Damn, what do I work now? I'm like getting ready to go to sleep. I'm just kidding. Well, I've been so annoyed recently. I need to wake up early tomorrow. I want to get up early tomorrow because I do actually want to just go to the gym and then finish my vlog before noon is bold. Thinking I could do it before noon is very bold. But I don't know. I just don't know if I could ever work the graveyard shift at places. I don't know, maybe. But the graveyard shifts require you to completely change your sleep schedule, you know? So you're no longer 9 till 6 a.m. What time is it for you now? I'm assuming you're an hour behind. I don't know. But that's kind of crazy. I sleep about 5 hours a day, whatever, just sleep time up to 19 hours. Huh? Oh, you're in Texas. Texas. What can I say though? I think maybe I guess I'd be able to work the graveyard shift, but does that completely, like, I don't know. Are you able to interact with people? How often are you awake during the daytime? What hours are you awake on the day? You know, on the daily. Because my gym, one of my opening shifts is 4:30 a.m., but that's over at 9. So I feel that I then could get sleep till like 12 and then wake up and then I have the rest of the day, you know? And then I go to sleep at like 8. Not even 12, maybe like sleep till 11:30. Like, I don't even know, maybe I would just take a nap. I don't know, but I do need to start waking up early and starting getting myself a little bit used to waking up early again. Till 11, then I'm awake. That's only 5 hours. I know you said you only have 5 hours, but the body needs 8. The body needs 7 to 8, I think. I don't know. I usually go to sleep at like 1, and then I wake up at like 8:30-ish. I think. My issue is whenever I am getting ready for bed, I just don't, like, I don't know. I have this weird perception that I need time to just lay in bed and be on my phone, but then whenever I go to sleep, whenever it is time for me to go to sleep, I am tired, and I'm like, okay, I'm in bed, I want to lay in bed, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm going live on TikTok. Bow, ba-da, bow, ba-da-da-da-da. Sorry, I have to do that real quick. Real quick there. You're good. I could not. I don't think. I don't know. I guess it's not too far off from mine, but mine's just less. I don't know. I think I'd be kind of scared too, you know? Just being up that late at night. You're up that late at night. And that, like, I genuinely think that SpongeBob episode where they did that, like, late night shifting, I think that's what scarred me. I think that's what scarred me from ever working a night shift. I'm just drinking water. Just water, you know? Just staying hydrated. Stay hydrated. Have you ever seen that video? That video is so funny. There's a video of, I think it's someone's parents. I don't know. It's either the D'Amelios or her parents. And Addison, they're like, Addison, stay hydrated. And she thought they said, stay hydrated, like it's like a fan or something. And she goes, hydrated. And it's just so funny. And it's just so funny. And I love her, you know, but that is just, I think, the funniest thing that has happened ever, you know? I don't know. I also kind of want to go Okay, well, I don't know, because I've been seeing shows on my For You page, like stand-up shows, where they not always roast the audience, but they'll like be telling jokes and then they pick on people in the audience. That'd be so fun to go to, but I'd be so scared. And I also I was thinking, what about doing that? Because like I went to a bar one time and they were like, there's open mic after this. I don't know, if I was thinking if I was a comedian, would I pick on the crowd or not? I think I'd be too scared that someone would come up and beat me up. Like a Chris Rock moment. Hey Blake, what's up? What's going on? Hello everyone on TikTok. But wait, what happened? I said Chris Rock, I more so meant Will Smith, but you got the gist. Chris Rock was the one who took the hit. Did he get banned or are they friends again? What's going on? I remember that had everyone was freaking out. And when are the Oscars again this year? Because I feel like, I don't know. I hate to feel like that was sort of planned, but wasn't like the Oscars like going, like no one was really watching it anymore. And it so happens to be the one Oscars where like all the TikTokers and influencers are at there. I'm just saying it's a little fishy. But I don't really care. I don't know. I wasn't really. I thought it was just kind of funny. I thought like, oh, that's a funny, and like he's upset he said that, he tried to make a joke, he didn't like it, and that was it. But no, people took that personally, and I didn't realize, like, whenever that first happened, I was just like, okay. I think that happens to me with a lot of stuff. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, that is sort of fucked up, but then I don't think about it the rest of the night, and then I'm like watching like freaking TikTok, and it's like breaking news, and it's like, oh, this is breaking. I thought this was just a meme. And everyone was editing it. Someone edited the guy from Shark Tales. I forget what his name was. I haven't seen Shark Tales in forever. Slapping Marty. And I didn't know that that Chris Rock worked with Jada. Jada was Gloria in Madagascar. I didn't know that. So they go way back. David Schwimmer too. David Schwimmer, he is one of those people, not typecasted, but he sort of typecasted because Malman is just the whiny character, Ross is the whiny character. Like, that's just kind of how. Do you think actors care if they get typecasted as like that? I love David Schwimmer though. Ross is funny. And one time my brother Matt was saying that he really, he was like, I think he said his favorite was Ross. And I was like, or I think I asked him how do you feel about Ross. He was like, I think he's really funny. And I was like, I think it's kind of funny that's laughing at him at his expense. You know what I mean? Whenever you're sometimes you're laughing at them because they do something stupid and you're like, haha, but it's like, no, Ross, I'm laughing at you because you deserve. I don't know. There's something about with the, for example, the scene whenever he gets, the leather pants stuck on him and he's, in the bathroom and he's, putting powder on his legs. I don't know if anyone has seen Friends, but there's a scene where he's, really sweaty and he's wearing these really tight leather pants and he's trying to pull them up, but he's too sweaty to pull them up all the way, so then he tries to put powder on them and it's just, and he's at this girl's house while this is all happening. And he's calling Joey asking for help. And it's one of those things that's I was like, Ross, you're just such an idiot. I was not laughing. But the thing is if Chandler or Joey was in that situation, I would probably be laughing. So there's just something about the character Ross that I don't know. I'm sure whenever I watch it again later, I'm going to watch it next month. Have it in the schedule because there's trivia in March, first week of March. So I need to brush up on my knowledge and watch it. I think I'm going to watch it. I think I'm going to start at the beginning of February, though, because whenever I was watching Friends last time, I was watching it, I did not have any second of a break. You know what I'm saying? I was watching it nonstop. So I just cannot be time crunching like that, you know? Also, haven't gotten Peacock yet to watch That 70s Show, but I'm thinking about it. I told my mom about it, and she just, looked at me, and she's like, you're watching that? And I was like, and she thought I meant the 90s show. And I was like, girl, I think that comes out tomorrow, actually. Might have to give it a watch. I'm gonna skip to whenever the adults are in it, because I want to see the adults in it. Well, I guess I shouldn't. Just do that. Both of these nuts. I went to Wendy's earlier today. Wendy's nuts drive through. Sorry, I was hiccuping. I was choking on a fry earlier. Dead ass. I was choking on a fry. And it was so terrible because I didn't even feel like it there. I had felt that I had already coughed. There was nothing really to cough out, but I just kept like just having this urge to cough, and it was terrible. And my mom was telling me that whenever she eats buffalo, like spicy stuff, and it like she'll have those coughs, and she said that she doesn't eat them in public because she gets like coughing fits. Choking on these nuts. I said I was choking on fries, not these nuts. But you're close. Yeah, it was fries. And as for no salt, I put a little bit of salt on it. Not too much. Not too much out. I sometimes think whenever I ask for no salt, I'm like, what if and I have no reason to go, I just ask for no salt just so I don't explode. I don't like salt that much. And so I'll tolerate it. I'm not the type to go back and be like, Even I could fully order chicken, and they could give me a salad, and I would never look back. I would never look back. Like, they could give me something I would never eat, and I would not go back. I would have to, like, someone has to go back, and I just feel bad. But whenever I do go to Wingstop, I literally, like, want to cry every time. I'm like, you forgot the ranch? And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, like, here it is. And I'm like, you're fine, but the ranch. Stop, not Wednesday church school. That's, me and my mom were talking about that earlier. I was gonna say something, but I decided against it. I was gonna say that's so weird because my mom and I were talking about it earlier. We were talking about someone that we knew from my Wednesday church school, and we were talking about it, and I don't think I posted the video. I don't know why I didn't post the video, but I have a story as to what happened at church one time. So I'll post the video tomorrow. Or I'll post it after live even. I don't know. I'll post a little story time as to what happened because we were talking about it because my family, like I said before, we grew up and we were kind of like sent through the Catholic Church to do confirmation, communion, and confession. But after that, I mean, not that much time. I think maybe a year, not even, we went to church after my final, whatever my final one was. But we were just so busy. I don't know, did not become, and it was just so hard for me to learn. Because it was one of those things that I don't know, I was just kind of like, okay. When they were telling me it, I was like, okay, and I was like staring at the wall. I did that in school though too, but sometimes it was easier with school because they'd associate stuff. They'd be like, they would like add a little kid twist to it. Where like at like CCD, they're just like, you're just sitting there and they're just telling it to you straight up. They're telling you this whole biblical story. You're 7 years old. You don't know these big words they're saying, and like that's how mine was. I remember just sitting there and I was like, I don't even know. Like I was like looking around at everyone. I was like, they know what is going on right now, and I don't. But maybe maybe that was me. I don't know. People, maybe they were actually able to pay attention. I don't know. But I'm not there. Okay. The first one that I went to, I don't know why we switched. I think we just switched churches because one of my friends, I knew more people at the other CCD, so my mom just switched me over to that one, I'm pretty sure. And the first one I went to, we were able to wear slippers, And there was sometimes, like, there was like a 5-minute playtime. I remember there was like a very brief time. Or I think I might have just aged out. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I just aged out. I think it was a 2nd grade one, and then I went over, or no, it was a 1st grade one, I went over for 2nd grade. That's what it was. I aged out of it. But you would wear slippers, and it was like more kid-friendly, but the word they were saying I was not comprehending. Because you were there for the Lord, was she someone your age, or was she like a teacher's assistant or a teacher or something like that? That was always, I don't know, not that I don't shame anyone who thinks that a teacher or someone in a school is attractive, but I just never have looked at any teacher and been like, oh my gosh, they're so attractive. I don't, like, even if someone, even if my friend points out, like, okay, but can you at least admit that they're not, like, bad looking? I'll be like, yeah, but I just never once thought, like, oh, this person's hot. I am literally just trying to, like, I'm just trying to pass class. I'm trying to make sure I know what's going on and I get out of that room and go home. Like, that's it. Oh, so okay, wait, were you not split up by age? We were split up by age, so each grade, but we did have this time where we were all together in the cafeteria before we, like, branched off sometimes. But yeah. One time this is another story. I just don't know why, like, I don't know. I don't know why all my church experiences have always just been not weird in, like, the weird way that you hear, like, on the news and the creepy shit that some churches do. But just, like, what, like, I don't know. It was just funny weird. There were these older ladies, and I'm assuming they did some sort of charity or something for the, I keep falling off this. Hey, Malik, what's up? What's going on? I don't know, they were just, I guess, maybe the head of some committee, something. They made all the kids that were getting, again, I don't remember which one it was either confirmed or communion. They made all these little scarves for us, and they passed them out, and there was pink and blue ones. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just thinking, okay, they just alternated colors, whatever. They were just, passing out whatever color. Because mine was blue, and I was like, oh, sweet. And I prefer blue over pink. That's just my favorite color. So I was like, oh, sweet, I got blue one. And they all had, like, our names on them, not, like, in them, and there was just, like, a name tag that they just put on it, and it said Taylor on mine. And I went home, didn't think anything of it. Years later, my brothers mentioned it somehow in a story. They were like, yeah, and they gave you a blue scarf, or, like, the people at the church thought you were a boy, and I was like, what? And they were like, they gave you a blue scarf because they thought Taylor was a boy name. And I was like, oh my gosh. That's so messed up, though, that no one said anything to them about it. Like, whenever, like, no teacher was counting it and thinking, oh my gosh, Taylor has a blue one. Guys and girls, but that was later in the day. There's only 15 of you, like, any age group. That's kind of crazy. But, hey, at least that there was something getting you to go there, Just, at least you had something to look forward to there, even if it wasn't what the actual purpose was. That's okay. I wish I had something to look forward to. I literally would just stare at the wall the whole time. And like I said, it's not that I didn't care or wasn't interested. It was just so hard for me to learn there. I don't know why. It was just so, like, whatever they were saying, I could not, I don't know. The Lord himself. Did you see, I talked about this briefly, that Logan Paul is now he did apologize, but things just keep going way more and more downhill for him. I still need to watch CoffeeZilla's full video on, or, like, what is it, a docuseries? I still need to watch that. And it's weird because I've been thinking I have nothing to watch on YouTube, and that keeps slipping my mind. Because I did not see his anything, but I do a lot of stuff that I've heard that he has actual evidence about a lot of the scam. Like, it's crazy. But he said that he just apologized for how he acted towards George, and then he said that afterwards he had the worst 2 weeks of his life. Because that's, I think, when the crypto thing started coming out. And he said he got food poisoning, and then something else happened. He said, like, all this terrible shit started happening to him. And he was like, that's when I realized that was sort of his way, or the Lord's way of showing himself to Logan, I guess. I don't know. I think he said something along the lines of that. I don't know. But, yeah, and then this whole thing came out about his animals, too. Man, like, I don't know. This man is just... Everything is just going way downhill. One thing after another. No, I don't know. I don't know why people were saying that George was being rude on that podcast. And also, I do have to say that the Island Boys have been so much more rude to so many other people. And, like, George wasn't even being rude, okay? Plain and simple there, George was not being rude. I don't think. He was asking a genuine question. I forget what it was, and he said that. He was like, genuine question. And the thing is that I think Logan and Mike were the ones that weren't taking it seriously, but they just, some reason, got mad at George. But anyways, they've been so much more mean to so many other people, so many more other influencers, other just probably, they just, I don't know, they're always like, they're just always mad at someone and trying to start beef with them. So, not that they deserved it, but, it's like, George was just asking a question. Second of all, people were getting mad at him, like, oh, why'd you make them walk off? But, like, not to be like, oh, it was good content though, but, like, I'm sure that made the podcast views, like, triple, maybe double. I don't know. Because sitting there for an hour and talking about the Island Boys, what's going on in their life, like, an hour-long podcast about the Island Boys. Yeah, I don't know, and I think it was also kind of, I'm honestly really surprised now looking back at it that they even had them on the podcast, not in the sense of like, oh, who even are they, but they blew up really fast, and look where they are now. Like, no one, they're not anywhere where, it used to be every other video, because I'm an island boy, you just hear it over and over and over again when you're scrolling on your For You page. Now, how many times do you even hear that now? So I was surprised that they even had them on, because I thought they were just going to be a phased thing, and that Logan wouldn't really, like, I don't know. I don't know, but I just think that, what else would they, like, I feel like there was no good ending to that podcast. The way that they act, they just always seem mad. They always seem like they're trying to pick something with someone. And they just, I don't know, but it also sort of, even if they walked in thinking, yeah, let's storm off, it is a good idea of them, because that's what's going to get more clicks and more people. That's what's going to get people's more attention, rather than like, oh, we sat down with the Island Boys and had a heartfelt conversation, and they opened up. Like, yeah, we were watching The Grinch the other day, and I took a video of it. I should post it, but I didn't say it. Stone said that two of the Whoville people, he was like, is that the Island Boys? And it looked like them. It looked exactly like the Island Boys. And I looked them up the other day, because I was like, holy crap, that's funny. And it was literally all the same stuff. Like, they reply to 20 comments. It's the same thing over and over again. They did that when they were like popping too. They post a video, respond to like so many different comments. That's all their videos are. And I don't know. Because I'm an island boy and I'm just trying to make it. What, the religious stuff? That could have been it. He was saying like, oh, I was just in a really, not really bad place, but he was like, I was just being an asshole that day and all that stuff. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Let's just take a look at the stats of Impulsive. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, so they did FaZe Banks, that has 1.4 million. That's the one right before the religious thing. Was it this one? Yeah, the religious thing, 2 million. Then Wiz Khalifa after, which seems like I'm assuming it was pre-recorded. 1.1 million. Top moments of 2022. That has 433K, but I feel like that's just because, no, I don't know who really watches. I don't really watch recaps like top moments. Then he addresses the crypto scam allegations and apologizes to the George. 1.8. Then he has Andrew Santino. I don't know who that is. I apologize. I think I saw him in an upcoming movie, House Party. It looked like it was him in there. 806K. But I also like that's another thing is I can't tell if that's based off the guest, because then Young Gravy is then on, but it has 296K. But I don't know how fast they get where they get in a day. So I don't know. I guess I have to look at it from a week from now. Let me actually see. Hold on. Let me see if the comments on here are like, hello. Where are the comments? Oh, here they are. Oh damn! Can't wait to see Logan in court. Logan, how's your lawsuit going? That's pretty much it. Everyone's saying happy birthday, George. Yeah, those were really the only two ones of people being like, see, they were like, let's see you in court, whatever. I don't know. I don't think the thing is, I don't think a scandal like that or something, I don't know, maybe he didn't think it would go over that harshly, but I don't think that's something someone like Logan should be messing with, is doing some sort of, let's try and cancel me to get views, because like the crypto shit, that can't be that. Again, I haven't watched Coffee with Zealot's video, but I feel that was planned, but not in the way of it getting out that he scammed people. I think it was planned in the sense of, let's not tell anyone ever. Yeah, I still didn't watch Coffee Zealot's video, and I don't really know what else is going on. I saw that he said he was refunding people, but I don't understand. He was like talking crypto and shit like that. He was like, we're funding you this amount and all this stuff, and I did not know the translation of any of it. The Zoo Culture Gym, Lola! Hey Lola, what's up? How are you? Hey girl. I'm scooting back. I did not see this about the Zoo Culture Gym. I saw, whoa, these handlebars are fucking me up. I saw a little bit. I saw the video of Bradley Martin being like, if you're not an influencer, or someone, it was Bradley Martin and another guy, they're like, if you're not an influencer, get out of here. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know anything. I don't know, and that's the only video I saw, and I saw like on the searching it said Zoo Culture opening, and I was like, what the hell is Zoo Culture? And apparently it's like Bradley Martin and like other fitness influencers. I barely know who Bradley Martin is. Our lives, I was talking to my mom about that earlier. I was saying that living in our first apartments was literally the best thing ever. I was like, that was just so much fun. Even though the apartments we lived in, they were like decent, but they weren't, I feel like the second apartments I moved into and you did were nicer, but it was just so nice. I was like, guys, you don't understand, me and Lola literally, she would come over at like 9 o'clock almost every night after she worked at Lowe's, and then she would just sit on we'd sort of just sit there in fucking silence, and then she would be like, I'm gonna go over and go to sleep. Now it'd be like 2 a.m. and I'd be like, okay, good night. Like, we had sleepovers, except for she lived right down the hall. It was super fun. Or if she was having a guy over, she was like, I'm afraid I'm gonna die, so please make sure I don't die. And I was like, I will try. I will try not to. But that's so fun. I think everyone is in favor of Lola visiting. Flying down, Hangout. But what was this about zoo culture? Tony asked on Twitch, when we exposed marine world, dude. That was scary. That's whenever I got banned on TikTok Live for like no reason. Well, okay, we say no reason, but I think one of them reported me. What was I gonna say? Oh, Tony asked if you seen me have any guys over. She did, but she probably was also having other people over, or I don't know. And I also feel like any of the time, okay, whenever she had people over at like a reasonable hour, I did not. Not a reasonable hour, but they would come over at like 11. Sometimes I would like 4 a.m. and it was like, okay, I need to get to sleep. I need to be asleep. Hey, Freedy. Hey, what's up? My knees are hurting. I hate quad day recently. It makes my knees hurt so bad. Makes my knees hurt so bad, and I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with them. Do you think there's fluid in there that I need drained? If it's after like 2 a.m. Well, yeah, 4 a.m. is an exaggeration. I was saying like, yeah, I would say probably like, I would call it a night at like 4 a.m. most of the time. So yeah, that was a bit of exaggeration. But hers was like, she would come over at like 8 and be like, this person's coming over at 10, which is like more reasonable than like 1 a.m. or, you know what I mean? Like that's more like awake. I don't know why, but now I've changed. I don't stay up anywhere near that late anymore. I think maybe like 1 a.m. and then that's it. That's pushing it. Like if you catch me awake at 2 a.m., I am going to sleep. There is nothing. Recently, though, I don't know. I've been a grandma. Finishing making Morgan Wallen bracelets. I don't know if Lola's still here, but she loves Morgan Wallen. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. That scab hurt. That scab hurt. Nina's like, no, that's true. No, I'm like serious. I don't like, I think whenever COVID was a thing, because that's whenever it was. Whenever COVID was a thing, I sort of was still I was in the going to sleep anytime, because like barely anything was open during COVID, you know, so, but it was, no, I lied. So Pennsylvania went into a second lockdown where there was, same thing, everything was closed, except for people still saw each other. Like people were going over to people's houses. We just weren't allowed to go out, like restaurants were closed and stuff. It was really weird. It was Avatar, right? Yeah, it was, let me think of what the questions were. The one was like, what do they touch the banshees with? And Another one was... What was the other one? What college is on so-and-so's shirt, the main girl. We got 2 of them. We got 2 of them right because Tony had watched it before. So he recognized, like he... I was like, these questions are for you, Tony. And he was like, I was like, you watched it the most. And he was like, I've only watched it once. I was like, yeah, you watched it the most. Because we didn't get to watch it at all yesterday. Guess what? What? What am I thinking? What was I thinking? Search. Their hair. Yes, that's what it was. And then the other one was college on so-and-so's shirt or photo or something like that. So this was one of the trivia questions. Hold on. I'm trying to look up the names. So it was like, so it says, they said, in the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World, in the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World, how many of how many of Ramona's evil exes did Scott have to defeat? Does anyone know that answer? And let me know how you know that answer, because I have a funny story about it. You sprain your ankle again? That happened to me all the time whenever I played softball and dance a lot. My ankles were so weak. There's a few different, like if you look up ankle exercises, they're definitely something to look into doing, because I started doing them and I started having way less trouble. But it was also my last year of all the activities I did, so there's like no point. I think I sprained it like 3 times within the span of from November to January. I think it was terrible. 7 or 9, right? It was 7. Because, and do you know that because you watched the movie, or how do you know that? Because I immediately, after he said evil, like whenever he said Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I was like, dude, I've never heard of this movie. I've only heard this movie because I think they're coming out with another one, something like that. I don't know. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And so he says, and he said in the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and he goes, how many of blank's evil exes? And as soon as he said evil exes, I was like 7. I was like, it's 7. It's 7. It's 7. And then they were like, how do you know that? How do you know that? And I was so confident. Leaning more to it, 7. Really? Hold on, the sock's trying to get out. Come on out, girl. Go, go, go. Whenever she walks up, she takes her time. But this is how I do it. I will go on TikTok. That's it. I just remember her being like, I just not even remember her. I just knew that there was a sound where she's like, this girl was like, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to defeat my 7 evil exes. And he was like, 7 evil exes? And she's like, yes, 7. And he was like, and in order to be with you, I have to destroy, she's like, defeat. He's like, defeat your 7 evil exes. And she's like, 7 evil exes. That's I could not, even after the question was asked, I could not tell you. I had to look up the cast names. I had to look up the name to ask you the question. Let me see where it is. I said Michael Cera looks like a guy from Glee, and then people commented and were like, Glee? I don't know where he's from. Don't walk on it. Yes, I said elevate it. Put a wrap on it. Like I said, once it's all healed, start doing ankle exercises and keep up with its strength. So that happens less, because I had really weak ankles too. I still do. It's annoying. Oh, I could just watch it on Netflix. She kind of looks like Halsey. She's very pretty. But to walk on it? No, you don't. You put a wrap on it and wrap it later, or walk on it later. He's in Superbad. I've never seen Superbad. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Still, I've never seen that. Juno. Is that that's the one with the 16-year-old pregnant girl? Like that's the people that's in. That's the pregnant lady that's in, what's it called? Disaster movie. I always think about that movie because I'm like, I know there's a movie with a pregnant teen girl, but I just don't know what movie it is. And now I do. He's in Barbie. He kind of looks like Evan Peters. Like similar to. You do not have to go to cheer practice. You go and you say, hey, I sprained my ankle. I can't practice. And then boom. Boom. You get a break. You get a break. Well, you should get a break. You should not be training on that. That's bad because you're young and you may think, hey, you know what? It'll end up healing anyways, but you could tear it worse. And then what? So your friend just hates Michael because of just how he looks. It's just like, I mean, I understand. I guess sometimes like, someone's aura can be a little annoying, but I don't think so. I think that's kind of like something that makes him like quirky, I guess, in the acting world, because usually you just see people that are attractive. Not that he isn't attractive, but you know, it's like Chris Evans is sitting here, like those sort of attractive, where it's like the pretty attractive, you know, where it's like you just know they're attractive, rather than just like kind of an average looking person that's attractive, you know? Geeky and nerdy, I don't think there's really, I never have thought about any difference. And I've really never thought that one was worse than the other. Or I've never even thought that any of them were really bad. And I'm not saying that to be like, none of them's bad, but I never thought like, oh, geek. Like, no one in my school was genuinely called a nerd or geeky. I don't know. I'm sort of just like, because whenever I think of the people that I would consider weird, that are like furries, you know, in my head that I consider weird, I don't consider them nerdy or geeky. I just consider them furries and weird. And oh my god. Not even weird, but I guess it's just like that's, I don't know, I guess something I'm not used to seeing all the time. But I'm just trying to think. I guess geeky I would associate with more so of the social aspect of the geeky stuff, where it's like, I don't know, the stereotypical geeky stuff you think of that they like, whether it's like, I don't know, where there's stuff like that, versus nerdy I associate with school smarts and stuff like that. I associate nerdy with being like really into school, really interested in school stuff, whereas geeky could just be like you're a geek over, you know, friends or whatever. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, so I don't think any of them, I don't think one is worse than the other, because one's just school and one's like, I think if someone's a nerd, I think more people are nerds than people realize, because everyone has a subject they like in school, I think. Or if you're going to school for something and you enjoy it, you could be nerdy for that subject, you know? Hey Isaac, what's up? What is going on? How is it hanging? Throwing a stunt? Well then why would you go to practice? Why? We're talking about practice. I'm so itchy. Yeah, I don't think anyone's worse. I don't think. And I also think geeky, it could be the same thing. You could be geeky over stuff that you like. Because I don't think. Hold on, let me look up the definitions. Geek definition. The straw is gonna be my last nerve. Yeah, this says a person who is knowledgeable about an obsessively interested in a particular subject, especially one that is technical or of specialist or niche interest. It says a computer geek. So the thing is, you associate computer geek. It's just a social thing that you normally associate geeks with. Computers, cartoons, games, like we said, anime, whatever. But technically, you could just be a geek. You could be, like I said, a Friends geek. You could be you could be a Fortnite geek. You could be a hockey geek. So a nerd is a person who is extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject. Oh. So that's the same thing. And the example is the executive is an unabashed film nerd. Unabashed. 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 I don't know what that means. But okay. So the difference is knowledgeable and obsessive, and then the other one's enthusiastic and knowledgeable. So the difference is actually just obsessive and enthusiastic. So I would be a geek because I get obsessive, I think. That's what I think. I once lost something. I love that so much. Have you guys been seeing that meme on, excuse me, sorry, I had Wendy's. Wendy's nuts drive-thru. Just kidding. That's true. I did have Wendy's. So, what was I saying? Oh, have you seen the TikToks where they have, I almost said Mike Wheeler, where they have Finn Wolford walking up and he's like, when you see me in the club, and I love that meme. But my For You page is all that right now. I'm not even kidding. I get it back to back to back to back to back. What's my soul? I would say that at the end of the day, on weekends, those groups did hang out with each other. But there was a lot of intermingling because our school was not that big. One, there was only 200 people per class. And then divide that into 4, so then that's how many kids went to elementary school together. So you could be best friends with someone, or at least have known someone on some sort of level that is in the band that you went to elementary school with. You know what I'm saying? Or you just became friends in middle school and they ended up picking, I don't know. Yeah, it was not really, I had a lot of friends that were in the band, but then they also had their band friends, you know what I mean? I think, and there was the rich popular people, I feel like. I think there was though, and I'm not saying that, I'm not saying I was popular, but I knew a lot of people, I think I just knew. Now that doesn't mean I was liked by them. That does not mean that I liked them. I liked a lot of people from high school. But I'm just saying, I feel like I think I was in the middle of the radar. You know what I mean? I was not high profile, but I was not, it was oh, okay, that name rings a bell. Or oh, okay, she's familiar, you know? But and the thing is a lot of the jocks played different sports, so usually there would be people that play, except for football, I would say maybe, but they play one thing during fall and one thing during spring, so everyone was sort of just, I guess it just depended on what time of year it was. Whenever it's track season, a lot of people that were on the track team would hang out and stuff. But that's also because track meets are so long. So, like, you are, like, forced to become friends with the people that are there. But, yeah, I mean, I guess we were mixed in like that. There definitely was a divide between, you know, the popular people and the people that were more nerdy and stuff, like, you know, like they weren't really I mean, I don't think they were. I don't know. But like I said, everyone went to elementary school with each other, so there was usually some sort of, like, my elementary school friends, we have a group chat. We don't talk in it at all, but it's one of those things that's like, if we see something on the news about our elementary or something pops up in a memory, we'll, like, share it with each other and we'll chat, you know. But we were all in different hierarchies in high school, you know what I mean? But we'll all come together at the end of the day and be like, we have a different type of bond, you know, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool to think about because, like I said, it was so many different ranges of people, but we're like, you know what, we all have this, like, niche experience, but it was so much fun. And yeah, but then in, like, middle school, that's whenever we got all thrown together. All 4 elementary schools are thrown together. But we also didn't have the stereotypical bullying. I think that there definitely was bullying that was going on and hazing, but it was not like how it was shown in the movies. You know how it's like you're shoved in the locker and kicked and, like, give me your lunch money and all that stuff. First of all, lunch money 99% of the time was digital. Your parents would put it on your account for you and that was it. So there was just no way of that happening ever. And some people did pay with cash, but there was never, I think there was literally only like 5 fights in my entire time in high school. And I never saw one of them. I think 3 of them were in the cafeteria, 2 of them were in the commons area that we had. But it was mostly like fighting over, like, beef that they had personally, you know. It wasn't like this random person was like, oh, I'm gonna bully this person and beat them up like they do in the movies. Like, some jock is beating up a nerd. No, it was like they're beating each other up because they're calling each other ugly and bitches, you know. They're fighting for other reasons. All split off, really? When we all went, yeah, that's whenever. So we did this thing where we would play. The senior class would do a senior kickball game, and all the elementary schools. That's how the teams are divided by whatever elementary school you went to, and we were all like, I don't know, we were the worst team. I think we came in 3rd. I think there was out of 4. We came in 3rd, I think, and because a lot of the people we did have, I think I'm trying to think. Because some people ended up moving schools. Some people would just move to a different school district. So they went to the one that they were for the majority of the time, and it was usually the other one. But I think we had more unathletic people. And not in a bad, you know, not that they were, like, we just didn't have people that were kickball players. So that's where we went wrong. But it was still super fun, and at the time, my dad, I wasn't really talking to her because I didn't play pickleball yet, but I knew we played pickleball with our 5th grade teacher, so I told him to send her the picture of all of us, and it was super cool that we got to do that. I don't know. And like I said, we don't talk, it's like, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe 5 of the people in that group chat I talk to outside of it on a daily basis. Like, they're my best friends. But, so if one of us says something, we'll, like, back each other up. You know, we'll, like, make sure we don't get left on red and look like a loser. But we made the group chat one day because we were trying to find, there's, like, a few people, I don't know if you guys have that. It's, like, mysterious people from elementary school that they moved, but they didn't move to another school district. They didn't move, like, to another school. They moved to another district. Or they moved out of state. And you can't even find them online anymore, you know? One day my friend, she ran into someone that we went to 2nd grade with, and again, he disappeared. And she added him to the group chat, and if we all, like, had this memory, and anytime we would talk about him, we had this memory of him singing the Gummy Bear song. He would always be like, oh, I'm a gummy bear, yes, I'm a gummy bear, and, like, just sing the whole thing. And, like, it would just sit, like, it was just his that was his footprint on that school. And everyone just knew him, and so we added him to the group chat, and he just sent a video of him saying that, and it was so funny. But we're looking for this one girl that paid with cash. So, same about video games. How long did it take you to save up that money? That's so sad though. You didn't eat anything at all for lunch for how long? And no one even questioned you? I mean, that's kind of valid, but that's kind of sad. You're like, eat lunch. See, that's one thing about me is I could never not eat lunch. I was always eating my lunch. I was always making sure I could eat my lunch. Some of my friends, you know, sometimes like, oh, okay, I'm fine missing lunch today, or oh, I forgot my lunchbox, whatever. I would sob. I would sob if I forgot my lunchbox. That was my fuel for the rest of the day, to survive mentally as well. So there was this girl in our elementary school, and she had, I guess she had some sort of anger issues, and with us being in 3rd grade, because that's when she moved there, with us being in 3rd grade, I guess we didn't really know how to handle, you know, someone, and you were like witnessing that, and no, we've never seen someone just like straight up be rude to people for no reason. And anytime there was a new kid, we were always so excited, you know, we weren't like mean or shutting them out. And we were all like walking up to her desk, and it could get very overwhelming, but we were all like up to her desk, and we're like, hey, like, what's your name and all this stuff, and she's like, can you guys just leave me alone? And we were like, oh my gosh. And we were just like, okay. And then that sort of set the tone for the next 2 years. And we had these like really long benches. Like it took up like, there'd be 2 big benches on each side of the cafeteria, and then like a middle hallway or middle walkway. So it was a big bench. Someone would be like shaking the bench on like one end, and she'd be all the way on the other end. She'd be like yelling, like, can you stop shaking the bench? Which that is a valid argument. Like shaking the bench is kind of super annoying whenever you like, you know, you don't want it shaken. But she would like get really mad. She would never be like nice about anything. So we would just try to be nice to her, and she just never accepted our love. You know, she never, and people would be nice to her. People would, you know, we would try our best. I wouldn't eat. So they were cool. That's nice of them. I was about to say, if I had a friend, I'd be like, hey, can you like toss me a bag of chips or something? Like, can you throw me a bone here? From the middle. But yeah, and like, I feel like there obviously probably were times if someone right beside her shaking her, but she would sort of get mad over the really simplest things, and she would pretend like she was an animal. And not in the way of, like, you know, when you're 5 years old, walking around, pretend like, like your dog, whatever. She would be in, like, we're in 5th grade, and she would drink, like, she would pick up her water like this. And drink it like that. And, like, she still actively acted like a dog. Like, and, you know, we're in 5th grade now. We're like, we're the older kids. Why are you acting like that? You know what I mean? So, like, and I think that there were times where we were, like, as a class, sometimes mean to certain people. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's true. And there were, I don't ever think that, I don't think I was ever mean to her. I know that. And she moved away, and she wrote a letter to us and was saying that she really loved us and she really missed us, and that her move was super unexpected, but that, like, I think she gave us her address to write to her and, like, drew us a picture and all this stuff. And I just felt so bad because whenever my teacher was trying to show us the letter, because it was around the time where technology was evolving from, like, that thing you wheeled in the middle of the room and it would project on a projector, to now my teacher had something that she could plug into the computer, and it would be a webcam that was facing down that she could show us. And she was showing us a letter, and everyone was talking, and she was like, guys, listen, I know you guys had a hard time with her and you didn't really like her, but, like, can you, like, you know, like, let's pay attention. who would actually be cool about it. Well, start off with maybe some friends or people that you know for sure would be cool about it. Start off with them, rally them together, and then you guys as a group can rally together the people that you aren't so sure about. So it's not like 1 versus 6. You know what I mean? It's like you're like, okay, all of us are already cool with it. Or honestly, we just added people. Me and my friends literally one day just started adding people, and we were like, we know you went to the school. We titled it our elementary school name. We're like, you guys went, add anyone else. And then that day we were just like, oh my gosh, let's find so-and-so. Let's find this person. Oh my God, remember when they did this? All that stuff. How old were you? We were in 5th grade. Wait for the reunion. That's a long time. But so I felt bad, and then we also would have to have this thing. So I always see a lot of things about DARE, the DARE program. We never had that. We had Oweus. It was OWELOUS or something like that. And it was like do the right thing, and it was this whole thing. So every Friday or like one Friday of the month, we'd have an Oweus meeting. We'd sit in a circle and talk about bowling, talk about our feelings and stuff like that, whatever. Obviously, you know how that went for elementary school kids. And I remember one time she got pulled out of the class, and I don't know what they told her, but we had a meeting, and they were like, what is your guys, she was like, what is your guys' issues with her? And we were saying, we try to be nice to her. Like, we were like saying to the teacher, we were like, we are nice to her, but she just doesn't, like, we don't know what to do. Like, we're like, we don't know what to do. And then there was this other time, I completely forgot about this when I brought up Oweus. I remember this, which this was mean. And if I could go back and apologize for this, I would, because that was, like, if I was the other kid, if I was, like, the one being left out, I would cry. So me and my friends, and it started off like me and my 3 friends. We were just, like, we're, like, racing. We had, like, one of those, like, loop-de-loop slides. And we were, like, just the 3 of us, like, just running up and down continuously, just doing it. And then one of my friends decided to jam us. Like, she stayed down there and jammed us. And then someone else came down, and then we all, like, so many people, like, other people, we were, like, recruiting people now. We're, like, everyone, like, jam the slide. Like, because sometimes if you jammed it and, you know, you didn't want to jam, people would piss. No one was riding against us, though, so everyone was fine. It was a democracy. We all agreed to jam the slide. And then this one kid tried to get on the slide, and then we were all like, get off. And then we ran off, but then we made it a thing that we would see how far we could jam the slide before he got on. That's so mean. Don't do that. She changed so much. You had student council in elementary school? But yeah, that was so mean. And then we had an Oweus, and the person wrote a letter, like a note in an anonymous letter, and like wrote what happened. And I mean, I think I remember I said sorry to them, but I hope I did. That was messed up. That was one of the times I was like, okay, we were like, okay. But the other person, we were trying to be nice to them. And they did not want us to be nice, I guess. I don't know what the beef with us was. And then one time, there was this, I don't know, I think he lived there just for 1 year. Just for 5th grade, I think. And he always wore this racer jacket, like this NASCAR racer jacket. And it would be like 80 degrees. And he would wear that jacket. I don't think it was the same jacket, but I think it was like a racer jacket every day, like a NASCAR racer jacket. Yeah. Big old bulky jacket. And we'd always say to him, it kind of make him a joke, like, oh my gosh, don't you have a t-shirt underneath? And he'd be like, yeah. And we'd be like, okay, take it off, like, it's so hot in here. And I think there was like a few days where there was obviously days where he didn't wear it. And we'd be like, oh my God. He wrote a note to my friend. Mind you, this is 5th grade. He wrote a note to my friend and handed it to her and said, you want to touch it. and like winked at her, and she was like, that was weird. We can't find him on social media. We don't know. We've tried, but we don't know. You were the treasurer in elementary school? If I had to be the treasurer in elementary school, if I were to be the treasurer now, of our end of the year talent show, that's super fun. Yeah, I love doing the talent show. We were able to do it in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. 3rd grade, I was gonna sing Love Story in front of the whole school. I'm glad I did not. I'm glad I backed out. I guess I'm not. I'm glad. I don't know. I just wish I would have whatever made me happy. I just got really embarrassed. I sang it during auditions, and everything was fine. And then I went up to her, and I was like, can I just do a violin thing instead? And she's like, no, either sing or you're not doing it. And I was like, so then I just didn't do it. I in no way had a singing voice though, you know what I mean? In no way was I the kind of singer that had this beautiful angelic voice. My singing was just, I am enjoying what I'm doing, you know? So then in 4th grade though, me and my friends did a dance to TTYLXOX. And my mom made us shirts, and they were like these like what were they? Like kind of you just like cut and there's like strings down. I was trying to think of a name for it. I don't know. The fringe? Yeah, that's a word. Fringe. And we put like XOX, TTYL, like whatever. We put like XO, whatever. Like we did texting things. And we did a dance to that. We choreographed it ourselves. And then next year, I think we did Fashion is My Kryptonite, which is also from Shake It Up. And yeah, that was super fun. And then I didn't do the talent show in high school ever, I don't think. I think I just watched it. I hosted it my senior year though. Hello, what's up? How are you? How are you doing? Yeah, but did not sing. I remember a lot of people sang. It was just a lot of like kids just. One year in 5th grade, it became a thing like everyone was trying to join in and do it. They did the cup song. Originally it was supposed to be 4 friends. They did the cup song and it ended up being like 6 or 7 people, and everyone was pissed. They were like, can I join? And they're like, no, we already have to, like, it's getting too many people. They just sat there and did the cup song. Which, like, I feel like at that point, it had been going on so long that, not that it wasn't a talent, but, like, everyone was doing it at that point. It's the miserable people that end up working office jobs. I honestly think so. I don't know. And I don't even think that, and we joke about it in here, like, oh, you peaked in high school, whatever. I think there's a difference between peaking in high school and being able to look back at school memories and think, I enjoy that, but I would not want to relive that. You know what I mean? I enjoy where I am now, and I'm happy where I am now, and, you know, as much as bad things happened, growing up, they got me where I am now. I'm fine with everything staying in the past. I'm fine with everything else just being, whoop. We don't relive that, you know? It's just nice to look back on. I think the thing is that happened with our class is that there was such an unusual ending. It wasn't the normal, or my class at least, it wasn't the normal, okay, graduate, you know, you're slowly saying goodbye. I don't know. And I feel like our generation just isn't as miserable. I don't know. I feel like and maybe it's just like maybe high school memories are so new and fresh, but I don't even think my mom ever says, I think she says she hated the school part of school. You you know, she doesn't say that, she doesn't like talk about it. She doesn't talk down on it though. Yeah, I think it's like okay. It's nice, and yeah. I think there is maybe like, I don't know. I was trying to think maybe one day of school that I'd like to go back to. I think I would maybe just, because you're like the last day of school, we didn't have a lot. Maybe I would just go back on the 13th and be like, guys, this is the last day. I would just warn everyone. I'm like, don't listen to them. This is our last day. I don't know. I don't know how our last day would have been. That's kind of crazy to think about. Usually there was a day, I think it was the day before the last day, everyone would wear what college they're going to, or like whatever they're doing afterwards, they'd wear that shirt. And then on the last day, the seniors would have a half day. And I don't know. I think I would go back to, honestly, junior prom was super fun. Not prom, junior homecoming. Junior homecoming was super fun because the DJ was the best DJ ever. And then they tried to book him again, but they kept like not booking it in time, so they couldn't ever get him again. But I remember he was so awesome because he played 6ix9ine, and they like never played like real like that's like a different type of raunchy than like the classic like 2000s raunchy that's like to the window, to the wall, you know, like that's like always saying his balls, you know, like that's really it. Whereas like 6ix9ine was like threatening people in his songs, and he's like playing it, but you know, that's popular at the time. But that's it. Yeah, I think that I also, yeah, so what I was going to say about the bullying thing, I think there was times that there was bullying happening, but it wasn't on a large scale where it was like shoving in the locker, you know. It was just maybe friends not inviting you somewhere or being ignorant to you about something. And I feel like I've been in both boats, you know. But I also try to think back whenever I think of high school. I think I was in both boats. I think I was in a situation where I've probably left people out, and I've also probably, and I know I've been left out before. I know I've been in both boats. But I don't think I would ever hold anyone against. I don't hold anyone ever against mostly stuff like that in high school, because it's like, I don't want people to think that way of me, so I try to separate. Unless it was something super shitty, you know what I mean? If it's something that's like, okay, fuck that, you know, I ain't about that. But I don't want people, like, I wouldn't want people to judge me based, like, think, oh, I don't want to talk to her now because she acted this way in high school. Because I'm different than how I was. Yeah. Like, they were genuinely getting shoved in lockers. Like, my mom always has these stories about, like, how, like, there was fights and, like, there was, like, just fights breaking out, people fighting. Even my brothers would get in fights with people. That never happened. I just hiccuped. I don't know. I was never beating people up. If anything, like, I'm just more of a verbal fighter. That's it. I'm a verbal fighter. And if it ever gets, I'm not saying I can't take a hit or can't throw a hit, but I just don't ever, that's not resolving it, in my opinion, you know? Maybe you get super angry and, like, I wish there was a thing that's like, listen, we both take one swing and that's it, you know? Because, you know, it's just like, that's it. No, I swing and you don't. I'm thinking about I swing and you don't. No, I never fought with anyone like that. But, I said the one day on live, there was, like, drama, like, when I was in middle school, one of my friends said, they were like, oh yeah, we heard you hang out with us because you feel bad we aren't popular. And I was like, I never effing said that. So then I cried in Family Consumer Science. Then my Family Consumer Science teacher sent me to the guidance counselor. She said, you look upset, go to the guidance counselor. Told her, I was like, girl, like, they are believing these lies. I don't know where they heard them. And I was so serious. So then she called the one friend up. I explained it to her, and then she believed me. So then we waited till the next period. So I missed 3 periods of class for all of that. And we had it solved in like 5 minutes, but we just pretended like, we're like, oh yeah, we need more time to talk about it, and we took 3 periods. Well, I had 1 period, or I had 1.5, I think, talking to the guidance counselor. Then we called up my one friend, and then we waited till the next period because the other friend was in gym. Chest box? I just don't understand, like, the need for violent, like, fun violence like that. I don't, is that fun violence? I don't know. I just don't understand, like, punching people for fun, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, we were just messing around. Like, what do you mean messing around? Like, why are you being violent for fun? I don't understand that. I would never, like, push someone down the stairs for fun. You know, that just never have crossed my mind ever. But, yeah, I feel like, well, our gym, well, not in the restroom, so actually, is Naruto fighting school? Yeah, that's what we were saying. We were saying, like, a lot of the older generation may not like high school just because they had a more physical experience than we did. But, so, whenever dueling became a thing when? 10th grade? So I think in 11th grade, they took the doors, I almost said the boxes, I don't know why. They took the doors off the boys' bathroom because the boys would go in there and vape, but I don't really know why, because the girls would do the same thing. But I guess it was just weirder to take off the girls, which I think it's weird to take off both. And then a teacher would stand outside both bathrooms. So a girl teacher would have to go and monitor the girls' bathroom, and a guy teacher would go monitor the guys. And they'd be like, do I see smoke coming out of that? Like, for the guys. For the girls, there was really no way, because you wouldn't see it ever, like, I don't know. So, but the weird thing is, though, is my parents said that whenever they were in school, they had, like, smoking sections where you could go off and smoke. And it's crazy because our generation was so close to being the first one to go without getting addicted to nicotine until Jules and all that stuff came out. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Imagine if we were the first generation to kick out nicotine and be like, all right, that's it. That's it for you. We're done. It's a done deal. Nope, I guess not. I guess that ain't how it works. I guess that ain't how that ain't how the cookie crumbles. That ain't how the cookie crumbles. Did I just scratch myself? Well, I did scratch myself, but I meant, like, actually hurt myself. Because sometimes when I scratch myself, it looks like a cat attacked me. So I need to wear gloves. And then my hands get sweaty. So that's lovely. I flex that. I've never gotten addicted to nicotine. I've hit a Juul before, but I don't think I've ever actually inhaled it. I don't think I have ever been, I mean, maybe I have the tiniest bit, but I would sometimes hit my friend's vape and, like, do, like, blow O's. I would literally just be like, that'd be it. I would, like, make sure I was not consuming it at all. But I thought I was so cool, man, and I literally would, like, look up every night. I would look up, and I still am interested because I like doing tricks like that. I would look up, like, how, like, water vapes or, like, nicotine, like, no nicotine vapes because I just wanted to do tricks. No, that's not crazy, though, because when you genuinely think about it, my friends, if there was ever a time, if I would take one of their vapes and just hide it as a joke and be like, I don't know where it is, and she'd be like, I know you took my vape, and she'd be like, come on, Taylor, where is it? I know you took it, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, because that's, like, not a joke, you know what I mean? That's, like, not funny to them. To some people, I guess. But have you ever seen those? Like sometimes people do vlogs of them quitting nicotine, and people go crazy. I can stop anytime, right? Right. It's weird. It's weird. But I've seen a lot more people recently are trying to quit. I don't know if that's really the situation there. Another thing about me is I'm super stingy. And with how often, so here's the difference. With carts, I don't hit that, I'm not hitting it like it's a vape. You know what I mean? With carts, I take like a few hits a night and then I call it a night. But for vapes, you know, I don't even know how long is the buzz for Juuls and stuff like that. I'm assuming just like a few seconds. So it's like easy to just like hit it fast. You run out of one, how fast? I'm so stingy. I would hate spending money like that. I hate that. That's why I say like I'm lucky I get headaches from coffee, because I just cannot tolerate spending that. I would not be able to do that. I would lose my mind probably. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way with gambling though. Like I would hate spending my money on something that I don't know. Unfortunately, like I say a lot of the time, look at the positive side, but it's one of those things. It's like there's not, I don't know much about gambling, so just throw my money in. Even with lottery tickets, lottery ticket being like $10, whatever, just throw $10 in, whatever you win. I'm gonna win the lottery, by the way, or my family is. I don't know. Someone I know is. With scratch-offs even, I literally have never bought a scratch-off. I think I bought like 2. I bought one the other day for my mom's birthday, but it was for her. I've never bought a scratch-off for myself. I've never bought a scratch-off and been like, here we go, this is it. I don't know why. And I don't know, again, with the nicotine thing, I think I can probably flex that, but I guess I'm just stingy. I'm just stingy in a good way, I guess. I don't know. Not a good way. Sometimes I would sit with my lights off. Like, I would make sure all my lights off and stuff like that were whenever I lived on my own, because the electricity bill. And I showered with cold water the last few months because my brother convinced me, which wasn't true because the way my building was set up, I wasn't paying for my hot water. He was saying I paid for my hot water, so I started taking cold showers. I think like that often isn't that bad, and I agree that is like a, it's sort of a thrill outcome, and I totally agree. But that's whenever I'm in a situation. That's whenever I'm in a stable situation that if the outcome is me losing, I don't lose because I didn't need that money. You know what I mean? Like I paid for the experience. Like whenever you go to like Dave & Buster's, it's like that. Like I didn't win any nice big toy, but I paid for the experience. So maybe a certain amount of money, maybe like $10. Throw $10 in and come out with $1 million. You need help? What's up? Hello. How you doing? What was I gonna say? Also, guys, can you guys keep a secret? I don't think you can. Never mind. I can't tell you what to do. Probably just put a Band-Aid on it. I would say. I don't know. Don't pop them. I get like these hydro something Band-Aids that whenever they look like they're about to pop, we put it on there and they like suck everything out of it so it doesn't like pop and hurt it, I don't know. I don't really know the logistics behind pimples and all that stuff in skincare. I wish I could, but I know that once I start getting really interested in it, I will have this long nighttime routine and I just need to go to sleep. Then you get, so there's this, well, that sounds like on your fault because you knew it was going to cause a scar. It doesn't always cause a scar. Mine didn't cause scars until one time I would get them really bad around here and I would pop them all the time and then they would scar. But, and if I like get like random small ones and I pop it, it doesn't usually, actually that's a lie. I had some scarring around here, or I do. But, right around here, you get Differin gel, Differin gel. That gets rid of the scarring like a charm. But I will say, only put it where your scar is, wherever your acne scar is, because mine, well, I had a few scars. I had like here, like I had a few, but it made my whole face dry. So make sure you have moisturizer, because it dries out your face like a freaking desert. It hurts. My face has never been that dry in my life, so I had to go buy moisturizer because I did not use moisturizer before then. And I still don't really use it that often, but whenever I was getting my eyebrows waxed, she was like, it doesn't seem super dry, but she was like, it seems a tad dry. She was like I could use just a little bit of moisturizer, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay then. My voice is beautiful. People have told me my voice is funny. That's what I've gotten. Those are the compliments that I've gotten. So I appreciate it. I appreciate, I guess, the beautiful rather than funny. Yeah, that's what I do for my acne. I haven't had really bad acne. I only get it whenever I'm on my period. I have one right here. Ouch. And I don't even have the Band-Aids anymore, so I've been fighting the urge to pop it. Is goofy sounding? That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. See ya! Shy for being iconic. That's so real. Peace out, Tony. Love you. Thank you for chatting. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know. Listen, guys, real quick. Stay updated on my Instagrams. Mostly my live Instagram, okay? My tailoring live, because I can't post on my main one. Because there was a surprise happening tomorrow. There's a surprise. And I can't post it on my main one until it actually happens. So if there's no live tomorrow night, it'll be on that account. I'll be explaining it live over there. So make sure you stay updated. I can't say, I mean, I don't know, I guess I technically could say, but we're just surprising someone with something tomorrow in the next few days. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. And I don't really know I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on since the other person since this person doesn't know what's going on. And I've also been very much out of the loop on everything that's happening. So I don't really know anyone's plans. But I will, if there's no live or if it's later or a different time, whatever, you'll see all that stuff. Yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited for tomorrow, which I do have to wake up early tomorrow, so I am going to head off in a little bit. I'll probably be on for 10 more minutes. I am going to head off early because I want to make sure I'm early and at the gym and out as early as possible. Because I got people to surprise. I'm going to wrap myself in a gift box. And I'm going to jump out of someone's door. Isn't that something to do? That would be kind of fun, though. To, be the surprise, you know? Whenever, I don't think I've ever surprised anyone with my presence. And I think that's because I'm very attached to people. So I'm never, away for someone that far a time, you know what I mean? I can't surprise anyone. You know, there's no surprises. There's no surprises ever. I'm just, and same thing with like anyone surprising me with their presents, because I also am just like nosy and have to be in the know of things. I almost was so close to not knowing about the surprise and I wouldn't have known. And I kind of wish I didn't know, but I'm going to act like I didn't know. Tomorrow I'm going to be like, I'm going to make everyone think that I didn't know. I'm going to make the people think that I'm going to make the people that didn't think I knew still think I didn't know. I'm going to act. I'm gonna start acting. I'm gonna get my acting career moving, if you know what I'm saying, guys. I'm gonna get that acting showbiz on the road. On the road there. And I also uploaded another vlog today, my 21st birthday vlog, and I loved it a lot. I had a lot of fun editing it, and I just had a lot of fun on my 21st birthday, so make sure you guys check out that vlog. Just a quick plug there. Excuse me. I burped. Check out that vlog. Say what's up, you know. Say what's up. Say, hey, I'm from the live. I watched this. Happy birthday. Say, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Go, go, go. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go Taylor, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Okay, it's my birthday month though. I was saying to my dad yesterday, I was like, it's my birthday month. And for some reason, my mom was not backing me up on that. She was like, girl, no. And I was like, bruh, yes, it is our birthday month. We are not gonna let anyone step on our birthday month. Whatever. Why whenever I rock this certain way, whenever I go like this way, it creaks. It creaks in a way that I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. Go Taylor, it's your birthday. I actually sat in here. I was doing some of my training because I think I did mention, I was able to start my training. And I did that, and I was sitting here like this watching some of the videos, and it was so nice. It was just so, like, having this chair, guys. This is your sign to get an office chair if you don't, or I don't know, this is an office chair. And then this is a gaming chair. I think this is more on the niche of a gaming chair. Rather than, what's it called, an office chair. Office chairs, my dad has one out actually in his office space. But, except, it's not like this. It's not comfortable and fun and fresh like mine is, and my mom's. We actually use my mom's whenever we're sitting in the, and I almost said in the library. Whenever we're sitting in the living room, sometimes we'll bring hers over and we sit on it. I'm trying to check on, okay, thank you. Oh wait, never mind. What am I doing tonight? I'm going to bed soon, honestly, because I said I have to wake up early tomorrow and go to the gym because we have a surprise happening tomorrow and the next few days, which, like I said, I will keep updated on. So between now and sometime tomorrow, it'll be on Taylor Lang Live on Instagram and TikTok. It'll have to be on that account, but then whenever I post it on my main account, you'll see why. But we have a surprise for someone and something, and I can't really say, but it's happening rather in the afternoonish. I'll have to be ready for, so I want to be up ready early. So I'm probably going to be heading to bed soon because I was logging on real quick to see if something was working and it's still not. Messed up, man. That's messed up. But I'm super excited, and I wish I could say more, but I'm afraid that if I say anything, it'll be heard or seen by the surprisee, or the surpriser. We'll see, and the surpriser doesn't know that I know. So, or at least I don't think they do. So, yeah, whenever I get off live, my live routine, my end of the night routine is I usually sit here for way longer than I need to. And then I scroll on TikTok or I watch a YouTube video, whatever, while I'm sitting here. And then I stand up, shut everything off. And then I will maybe watch a little bit more TikToks, message people, call people, whatever, like send videos, any messages I missed off of live. And then I will start feeling hungry because I'm staying up so much. Like, I'll be awake for like 30 more minutes at this point. Start to get a bit hungry, so then I start snacking, and then I start watching more videos, and then slowly snacking, and not getting ready for bed. Midnight snacking, not what I should be doing. And then I should be getting to sleep. I've been complaining about what time I'm waking up because I'm staying up snacking on graham crackers. That's it too. It's not even a variety of snacks. It's all just graham crackers. So, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, then I eventually brush my teeth and then go to sleep. Probably around like 12:30-ish. But tonight I am going to go right to bed. I need to. But that usually is my nighttime routine. I don't even do anything else. So before I go live, I always brush my teeth and floss my teeth. So I will stop myself from snacking afterwards, but that never helps. Ever. Because I'm like, oh, I'll just brush my teeth again. And that's what happens. But I feel so full from the Wendy's. I didn't realize I had 10 nuggets, bro. 10 nuggets. So, anyways, I probably won't be hungry tonight, and I'll be going right to bed. I need to clean my bed, though. My bed has so much cat hair all over it. Whenever I woke up tonight, I had to take an allergy pill. It was so bad. My mom was vacuuming, and I said, whenever you're done with I was walking out to say, whenever you're done with the vacuum, can I have it? But then she said the battery died already, and I was like, oh. And she seemed like she was in a bad mood, so I was like, I'm just not going to bother that. So I guess I'll just wait. I probably should wash them soon. I probably should wash my sheets and put on new sheets. It's been a while, but my comforter needs washed. The thing is that I just never think that I do because I'm always showered and clean whenever I'm in my bed. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. But then I'm gonna head off and we get to sleep. Make sure I'm up and early, and I'll keep you guys updated on everything. I'm super excited about what is going to happen. Bow, bow, bow. Like I said, I can't say I spoil too much. But, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, whether it's for the whole time or just for a little bit, whether you're watching live or on the VOD. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or rest of your day, wherever you are. Sleep well, sweet dreams. And as always, stay hydrated. And I will possibly see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, like I said, follow Taylor Live and my regular Instagram. All that. Keep updated so you know where I'll be. Peace out. Love you guys. And I'll see you.